What a hell of a game. The Detroit Lions get their first victory of the season, defeating the Washington Commanders of 36-27. In this video, we're going to break it all down for you. And if you enjoy having your heart ripped out only to be placed back in because of the Detroit Lions' inability to just have a massive lead in the first half, go ahead and subscribe to my channel because we talk all things Detroit Lions news and rumors. Sometimes being a Lions fan, man, you feel like you're dead. Also, take that like button with you. Let that bad boy get killed. Let's get into today's Lions victory about the game. Wow, this was an insane game here, folks. It was tale of two halves, and the Detroit Lions destroyed the Washington Commanders in the first half. I mean, on all cylinders. We're talking about offense, defense, special teams. It was absolutely stunning to watch. And in the second half, the Washington Commanders made some adjustments, but guess what? The Lions, they came out on top, got a couple touchdowns to negate the points that they made, and it was a victory for Detroit. So before we get mad about the second half, take a second right now and just say, wins feel so good, baby. Oh, my God, wins feel so good. Regardless of how this game was a roller coaster, it's a win, and the Lions are at 500. One win, one loss. And guess what? If the Bears lose and if the Packers win, the Detroit Lions are tied for first in the NFC North. But I want to know something in the comment section right now. Who is your MVP of this game? Put the name in there. That's going to be the pinned comment. Goff, Hutchinson, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Let me know the MVP of this game. Let's go ahead and talk about the winners. There's a ton of winners in this game. First off, Rodrigo did a phenomenal job in this game. Sideline to sideline, he continues to grow to be a really good linebacker for Detroit. You know, he made some mistakes, but that's what's going to happen when you're a rookie. He did a lot more good than bad. Stopped some runs, decent in coverage. It was in the first half. It was outstanding for Rodrigo, and you know he continues to get to be a player that is ascending in the right direction for a positional group that is a little lackluster for the Detroit Lions. Let's be honest here. Jeffrey Okudah, now he went down late in the second half, but it was just a cramp. No biggie, came back in. Huge shout out to Jeffrey Okudah. This guy has just been absolutely sticky, phenomenal, shutting down his opposing wide receiver. He did that in this game. He had one play that I seen that he gave up. Really one. Jeffrey Okudah is the biggest positive surprise so far this year, and it's not even close. You know, his game from week 1 now to week 2 is just showing what he can bring to the Lions defense. And if he continues to grow, he can be that Okudah Island. He really can be. I'm so proud of Jeffrey Okudah dealing with such issues, coming to Detroit with, being the third pick in the draft, dealing with Pat Matricia, the bad scheme. And then last year he goes down with an injury, knocked out of the game. In this game, or week 1, he performed really well. Week 2, he gets injured and he comes back because it's just a cramp. Just absolutely stunning for me to watch what Jeffrey Okudah is doing for this football team. A lot of people, gave this guy a lot of grief, but we got to give him some praise here. Absolute praise. Charles Harris, really good as well. The whole defensive line. But got to give Charles Harris nice sack there. Doing what we paid him to do. Again, we pick him up last year. He blows up, diamond in the rough, and he continues to bring it today in this game. And, of course, we're going to get right now to the MVP on defense. Here, at least in the first half, he got nicked up a little bit, and that's Aiden Hutchinson, 3 sacks in this game. Quarterback hurries. Last week, he didn't perform like you like him to, but this game, it was absolutely awesome to watch the number 2 overall pick just destroy his opponent and sack Carson Wentz. He was just complete harassment. On this defense, that's what you need. You need a bona fide stud. This guy's a stud. He's the blue chip player. I'm so proud of having finally a guy that can get after the quarterback and who's a name and a face for this defense, for this team. It's been a while. It's been since we had Sue that was that face, that dominating presence on defense that teams worry about. Guess what? They worry about Aiden Hutchinson. We'll see how well his ankle will do. He obviously got nicked up, but he played through the whole game, so I'm going to assume he'll get some rest. Probably good to go versus the Minnesota Vikings in a big, big game. In the first half, the whole defensive line, Isaiah Buggs, good job. Just everybody there was doing a really good job. The whole defense in the first half, but we're going to do some negatives too. The second half adjustments by our defensive coordinator, Aaron Glenn, was not good. I mean, the Washington Commanders came in here, and they just straight down, touchdown, was beating our secondary, beat Will Harris. It was stop the pass rush. Obviously, a little bit of nicked up there from Aiden Hutchinson, but the second half adjustments was not good, and he needs to get better at that. Let me know in the comment section, what grade do you give the Detroit Lions defense in this game? A, B, C, D, or F? Let me know in the comment section the grade you give the Detroit Lions defense. I'm going to go ahead and give it a B-. Really good in the first half, not so good in the second half. I would do a so-so right now. Will Harris, he gave up a big play, but he also had an interception, so good for Will Harris right there. That's what you need to have. Amani Warrior did not play. It is what it is. Let's go to the offense here. Frank Haley, phenomenal job with these backup guards. We're talking 3 starters on the offensive line did not play. And they come in and they give Jared Goff time and ability to run the football. This guy's an amazing coach. Great job by the offensive line as a whole. Everybody out there, man, just it's good to see that you can depend on the backups because you're going to have injuries like this, and we've had a ton of injuries. And what they do, they protect Jared Goff, open up the holes. Huge shout-out to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Amon-Ra St. Brown just did it again. Amon-Ra St. Brown with 9 receptions, 116 yards with 2 touchdowns. 2 touchdowns. Amon-Ra St. Brown just killing it. This is what you want to see out of these wide receivers. DJ Chark, really a no-show in this game. 0. But Josh Reynolds, also good game for the Detroit Lions. DeAndre Swift, he was limited. He had 5 carries, 56 yards, and some receiving. How about that touchdown that DeAndre Swift picked up in receiving? He caught it, sat on the ground. He caught it on the ground, gets up and scores a touchdown in a crazy highlight reel play. Great job there. TJ Hawkinson, he had 1 good catch, but there's concerns about his drops at this point. A lot of concerns going on for TJ Hawkinson. He's got to get it together because Brock Wright came in there. He had 1 reception for 25 yards. TJ Hawkinson, 3 for 26, and he had 7 targets. Drop city over there. Craig Reynolds got some touches, good for him. Jamal Williams, 12 for 53. I still like to see a little more Craig Reynolds. I really do. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to give you, it's co-MVP right here, Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jared Goff in this game. Jared Goff, look, man, you got to give credit where credit's due. 20 for 34, 256 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, a rating of 121.7. Yeah, there was some missed throws, but at the end of the day, he got 4 touchdowns. He got it to Amon-Ra St. Brown, and when it was needed in the second half, in the fourth quarter, to get a couple touchdown drives, when everything was falling on the Lions' defense, he did it. And when you got the pressure on like that, that's when you got to do it. That's when you got to win, is when everything is falling apart and you're like, you know what, I got to put this on me. I got to get a touchdown drive to stop the bleeding because we had a 22-point advantage. We got to do it. And he did it. That's all you really can ask for. Shout out to the Washington Commanders kicker for missing the extra point. Huge shout out to you. That pretty much ended the game at that point. Really good. Lions getting a safety. What a fun play that is. A safety in there. It was a kooky game. It was really weird. Really weird all around, but I mean, what a great day. Winning is so much better than losing, and that's how you change a culture, folks. is you got to win football games when you're supposed to win it. And we did, 36-27. Lions have one of the best offenses in the NFL. They're scoring points like crazy. You can't be upset about that. You cannot be upset about this Lions offense. That's getting it done. They are one of the best in the NFL. It is what it is. Good football team right there offensively. Ben Johnson and Dan Campbell, getting it done. I still would like to see a little more running, a little more rushes, but we're talking about a victory here. So you can always, put in some corrections. But all in all, a fun game. It sucked. Or it was great in the first half. It sucked a little bit in the second half, but great ending to this game. It wouldn't be a Detroit Lions game without having a cardiac cath mentality, without having your heart ripped out, and not a comfortable victory. But all in all, hey, win is a win is a win. And I take a win all day. 36-27. I think my final score actually was 32-27. So 4 points up. Not too bad for the Lions there. So fun game. Dan Campbell, and I'm going to give him a B for this game. Again, some not too bad. Well, we'll go B+. We'll go B+ there. Ben Johnson, give him a B+, nearly close to an A-. Aaron Glenn's got to step his game up in the second half. He really does in all reality. Hey, special teams. Huge shout out to special teams. A+ there. Did a great job like they always do. Special teams is always a great strength for the Detroit Lions. It absolutely is. In the upcoming videos, folks, I'll have videos dropping tomorrow. Post-game show on Lions Nation Unite. We'll talk about the game. Enjoy the victory. Enjoy it. Let's go. Have some fun. One pride, 1-1.